Have you ever had an intuitive reading? Guess what? I had one over a year ago. Today on AskAphroditi, I will be speaking to a courageous, intuitive and fun transformational life and business coach from West Vancouver, BC. Please welcome Cheryl Brewster.
It's hard to believe it's only been a year since we met. You entered one of my draws for an intuitive reading or intuitive business coaching session, and we had an amazing time together.
Yes, I was very excited. I actually won your session. I entered the draw with an intention to win.
Yes, you did.
At the time, I was facing major life dilemma, and I was looking for some answers, and that's how I met Cheryl.
So I'm curious because for me, I know that your experience was profound, and I'm just wondering, a year later, what was that like for you to have that session together?
Well, that session was the most powerful session I ever experienced in my life. You gave me tools to solve the major issue I was facing at the time, and it all just happened immediately.
And I'll never forget the look on your face. I was reading for you, and I was telling you things, and you're going, literally, your jaw drops. You go, and I remember at one point, I know it was very emotional, and we really touched something very, very deep. And Aphroditi, when you phoned me a week, it wasn't even a week later, and you said, "I did it. I did it," and the profound joy and power that you were expressing. Wow. So what I appreciated about you is that you did something with the information, because a lot of people can kind of get scared and shut down, and you really demonstrated that power of intention that I talk about.
So Cheryl, can you explain in detail what exactly do you do? What is an intuitive session?
Sure. Well, my work is threefold. So in an intuitive session, I literally tune into what's going on in your life, and we will target the most important decisions that you need to make. I may surface information that you're not even aware of or even have thought of, and then we'll work with some tools of how to help you be really effective in making the decisions that you need to make in your life. So that's in an intuitive reading, and then from there I have mentorship programs and also intuitive mastermind groups for women in business. So for example, you take what came out of a reading, and if you had a project or a business you were working in, then we get you either into a mentorship program or a mastermind group, and then really support you in achieving your goals and moving forward. I am a firm believer that we need support, and so that's how I really am the wind beneath your wings, whether you're working one-on-one or in a group. So in a nutshell, I help you be the best you can be and have a lot more fun doing it, because it is about living what's most meaningful and important to you. And when that happens, man, we've got peace of mind, we've got harmony, we're just in alignment. I love what I do because it's so powerful, and so when you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach and you've got a really important decision to make, and for whatever reason you just keep spinning round and round, and then these worst case scenarios go on in your head, and then before you know it, you're binge watching TV and eating potato chips and who knows what else, just to try to figure things out. Well, what I do is I help people go in and literally trust their gut, and through our session. What I loved about our session, and it really demonstrated the power of intention, right? Which is that you can absolutely make a choice to have this decision making be easier. And so, and when you do, then there's peace of mind, then there's confidence, and then you trust yourself more, and then life takes on a whole new meaning. So, our session together, I think, was a really powerful story to demonstrate that what happens is these kind of deep, dark places we go to, they're meaningful, they're important, there's really good power there.
Cheryl, how did you become a transformational life and business coach? Please tell us.
Sure. Well, like you, way back when, I went through a really powerful, I want to say, fork in the road. And I literally had my intuition talk to me, and the only way I can describe it is I had a calling. It was like I had to do everything I could to figure out how was I going to live my life on purpose, how was I going to stay fully alive, how was I going to contribute to my family and to the world from this place of deep meaning. So I studied, I learned, I became certified as a professional intuitive. I didn't want to do it professionally, it was just personal interest. But you know, every time I did a reading for someone, something really powerful would happen. So I pursued it, eventually teaching courses and doing business coaching. So my work has taken me to the business world and the spiritual world and the combination of the two. So I've had a lot of fun in my career. I've instructed communication and resilience for people like the Justice Institute of BC, local government and management association, and I've worked with unions, shop stewards, and one of the most sweetest experiences I had in teaching at a union was this man, several people, but this one particular man at the end said, you know what, I'm going to go back, and these guys were in the middle of really serious negotiations and difficult work experiences, and he says, I'm going to go back, and I've come back with my power, and I'm going to be part of this team player. And the transformation just in that short period of time was so inspiring. And so what I love, what I do, is I also teach people the tools, the ABCs of intention, a bold choice, to really dig down deep, find out what's most important for them so that they can start living as fully as they know they're capable of. But maybe there's just a few little pieces we have to move out of the way.
Thank you so much for coming in today, Cheryl. I'm very excited and honored to have you on the show, Ask Aphroditi. Can you please tell us, where can we find you?
Sure.
Please tell our viewers.
Sure, and thank you. This was fun today. You can find me at theintuitivelife.com. That's my website. Sign up for my newsletter, my inspirational quote of the day. I'm also on LinkedIn, Cheryl Brewster on LinkedIn, and Facebook, The Intuitive Life, and also Instagram. Aphroditi's helping me with Instagram, so that's where you can find me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Who laid it down and basked in the sun.